Love and hate are one and all. Sacrifice turns to revenge, and believe me, you will see the face who will say, I love you, I'll kill you, but they love you
Before I get copyright strike, we're gonna turn that off real quick. So pretty much let me do this real quick. Oh, okay. So I gotta go to Photoshop, make sure that's running clearly on YouTube. I really got to get me another screen. To be honest with you.
Keep an eye on that right hook, folks.
As you can see, I am a neophyte to live streaming on YouTube.
On that right hook, folks.
Let me see, make sure I have everything here.
On that right hook, folks.
Like it's playing out well here. Like it's playing out well here. Let me see. Can you hear me with the microphone? Like it's playing out well here. Let me see. Can you hear me with the microphone? Let me turn it. Hold on. Let's see if I can turn the microphone up real quick. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it might be spiking a little bit. I'll step back from the microphone. Okay, so here we go. Let me see if I'm gonna share the link. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it might be spiking a little bit. I'll step back from the microphone. Okay, so here we go. Let me see if I'm gonna share the link. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it might be spiking a little bit. I'll step back. If you hear like an echo. Also, Beagle, I do apologize for ignoring you. I'm basically trying to get some things done here with only 42 subscribers. Okay. Of course, I really haven't been doing live work on YouTube. This is my first actual session, so I try to do one on. I tried to do one on what they call it, Twitch last night. I don't think that. Let me turn it off. Let me turn it down. Just want to make sure that everything is going well with the streaming here. Okay, let me copy this. Put it on Facebook feed. Let me see edit pose. Let me go back. I'm gonna just share it. As you know, I got a lot of people on. I got a lot of people in my network. Pretty much I got to reach out to them real quick to make sure I can boost the likes, the ratings. You know. I will play some music, but I don't have any copyright free music right now. If I can do, I don't know if I can do a massive share. Uh, oh crap. Okay, one day I'm just gonna have to do a mailing list or a list where I could just send everybody everything all at once. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna get on and get started. Let's see how many people I got going on right now. Well, anyway, I'm not gonna wait for anybody else. If nobody watches it, they will be able to watch it later. So I'm gonna get started. All right. First of all, my name is Dion Robinson, also known as Ethereal Author, on YouTube, Beagle Live, Twitch.com, Kick.com. Also have my own website. Well, I have a couple of websites. You can see that in the link below. And today, what I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna do another Photoshop session because last night I tried. Excuse my nose itching as well. So, but I pretty much tried to stream last night on Twitch.com, and pretty much I don't know how that stream went, but I figured that I wanted something that's more permanent. If I'm, also you guys excuse me looking over here because am on Beagle Live. If you hear me call out some names, that's why people on Bigo. But anyway, as I was saying before, like I want to do a video where I can, you know, do a live session to demonstrate my skills as far as as a digital artist. And right now, pretty much I've been focused more on my book series, and I want to demonstrate to you some artwork, that I have been working on, and most likely that's what you will be seeing here, dealing with the Dark Ichalocha Book Series. Also, I will be doing some other stuff like logo designs and everything like that, just so you can get a good idea of what's going on. But anyway, I do apologize if I'm not looking straight ahead. I mean, I'm trying to get views up, trying to get people to come real quickly and just check it out. But I do have a special treat for you guys. Those who are online, and I really think you're gonna enjoy what I'm about to show you in a minute. As soon as I finish this out, Detroit Crew. Okay. Let me send this to my mom's. Okay, here we go. Now, what the times that I come online, to do videos, I don't have a set time yet. Right now, again, this is like a test session for me, and what I mean by a test session is that I'm still trying to figure out this whole technical part of broadcasting, YouTube videos and stuff. And actually, to be honest with you, it took me close to almost a year to figure out how everything works. Yes, and that's because I've been doing this on, trying to work on and off, because I've been so busy working with, working on the book series and stuff. Um, but I'm here. I'm here now, and I'm just trying to, you know, I ain't gonna say make up for lost time, but I'm basically trying to start something new. Um, a new aspect or a new creative part to, just basically just to expand a little bit. Expand in my content. And this is what this whole thing's about. I pretty much do video production and stuff. I haven't done any actual filming in almost maybe like 2 3 years. The last time I probably did some filming was back before COVID actually had taken place. Um, but pretty much like I am trying to get back into filming. Uh, actually do films, I'm not quite sure when that's going to happen, but um, I'm quite sure it will happen. It will happen. I just don't know when. All right, I'm going to let that be. Let me see how many people I got here so far that's trying to join. Well, still only got one viewer. All right, well, you know what? If one wants to be entertained, then so be it. But first of all, so let me get started. All right, so pretty much, excuse me. Also, I got pollen. I got pollen allergies. That has been going on since I moved to Atlanta. Not really. Honey Pot, what's up? On Beagle, Jomar, FSG _ row. Some guy named written in Arabic. What's going on? Finley. Allison Jasmine C, what's up? Newcomer? You're a newcomer? Okay. Now let me see one thing. I should be able to pull up my chat on Facebook. Let me see if I could do that. And this is why matter of fact, let me see if I can put up the studio here. So I know I got YouTube Studio here, so that should help me out a bit. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. Content. Okay, hit live. Also, if you get a chance, check out my Detroit video. I went back home to Detroit for my kids to see their grandparent. It was a very beautiful experience to see my kids to actually see their grandparents and stuff. You know, I know it's been a good while since that happened. They able to check out their grandparents and so forth. I don't know why do I look blurry. Um, let me check something out. Excuse the screen. I just want to check something out. What's going on with the stream quality? Hmm. See what's going with the stream quality here. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe it's in here. Okay, I got the output correctly. Can I change my screening? Okay. Everything looks good. So, hope everything. Well, why does it look blurry on here? It looks fine here. You know what it is? It's my camera. It's most definitely my camera. So let me do this. Oh man, here's my camera. So this one we do. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to fix that next time. This is a test stream, so pretty much what's going on here is what you're seeing right now is pretty much this is a picture of my friend from Detroit. Her name is Sansa Sayika. She's a model. She designed jewelry. She's an actress and a very talented singer. And last year we did a photo shoot for my book series, the Dark Ichalocha Terres name, and pretty much with with this project, I had came up with a lot of great things, and also what I mentioned about the surprise, pretty much I hope you can see this well because the fact is it allowed me to do artwork like this. I don't know if you can see that. Also, I have more artwork that I did with the photo shoot, and right here you're gonna see me make changes to the you're gonna see me make changes to the picture to get what I want as far as turn her into this dark a darker rich character who's a witch in my book or a sorceress. Hope I know Beagle's seen this before. And pretty much. Sorry, let's turn that back around. So this is the actual hardcover book, and this is pretty much a milestone. A milestone here, and I'm gonna do a milestone video later. Once the screenplay that I converted the book to a screenplay, and you will see that. You pretty much will see that sometime either this week or next week because I'm waiting for the order to come through for the screenplay because I gave it a packet design like a hardcover, a book design itself. So, but without further ado, so let's get started. So pretty much last year actually I had designed the character before I actually started. Excuse me, hit the mic here. I actually started designing the character before I actually written the book. So pretty much the photo shoot kind of inspired the book writing. let me put this away real quick. So what I'm gonna do is like what I always like to do is that I always make another layer to make another layer to preserve the original piece because the fact is I always like to use that as a source, which I'm going to label that rename that as the source if I can. Hold on for 1 minute. So I'm gonna name this layer source. And I'm not even going to mess with that layer. Like I said, this just a layer that I want to use to back for reference and stuff like that. So next thing I want to do is this. Like now you notice for a fact that this was like I didn't say it was a bad picture, but it kind of looks kind of very blurry here on my screen. So pretty much, also I want to make the color pop because it's very important to when I start doing the changes here. So one thing I want to do is that I'm going to go to adjustments and I will go to levels and I'm going to just turn it up a little bit with the black part, just a little bit, just trying to get trying to get it to more, just to get it to shine a little bit more. Also, what I will do is I'm going to work with the. I'm gonna try to do a little sharpening, and try to do work with the exposures. Play around with that a bit, see if I can get something that's a little bit more a crisper look. So, pretty much, so I can be able to have a better visual effect to it. Normally I would change the color as far as like I see there's a lot of blue in the black areas here. If I want her face to like to have a little bit more color, I would go and turn it to saturation, which I would do so here in the hue and saturation, just to give it a little bit more color. Give it a little more color. I'm gonna turn it back a bit. Also, I want to knock out some of that blue, so I'm gonna go to the image. And I will go to color balance, and I'll probably just move the color away, But also I gotta be careful with the background because if I mess with the background, the color can also mess with the background. Excuse me. As you see, it's kind of getting a little hotter with the color, so I'm gonna turn that back down a bit because I don't want that. As a matter of fact, I might just leave it alone altogether, just let it be as it is. So as you can see, that I have turned the color up. Now I'm going to sharpen it a bit because I do want to have a little crisper look. So I will go to the layers and new layer. No, I want a new layer. I do not want the new layer. Excuse me. I will go to layer style. Pretty much I will go to the layer style. I'm just going to skip my triple over my tongue here, and I will look for a sharpen. Let me see if I can't find sharpen. Let me see. Also, you gotta be careful with Photoshop. Photoshop is a very good program, but they do updates every year, and they kind of like update the file, or update the software, and a lot of stuff you cannot find where it used to be. So new layer. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to go to filters. Sorry. But not sorry, Photoshop. But you do have upgrades every year. I don't want that. Not at least not yet. So I'm going to go to sharpen here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to smart sharpen, and this will allow me to make the adjustments that I want. As you see, it looks kind of bad, so I'm about to just drop it down a bit. I always try to keep it in like the 10% range because like anything above that can like hurt the picture. As far as making it look like fake, just keep it, keep the amount 10%, and noise reduction. And you see, I want to do I don't know about Gaussian blur. No, I don't want no blur effects, but we'll see. And I'll hit OK. Now, it really didn't do too much to the picture, as far as like what I'm looking for. Now what I'm gonna do is this. Like now I'm going to duplicate this picture here because this is not only just a base picture, and I'm gonna duplicate the layer, and I'm gonna put like grayscale, right? Matter of fact, let's do a gray face because the reason why is this is how I designed the female antagonist. The female antagonist in the book series. I pretty much like go through the changes with the with saturations, grayscales. You'll see it as it comes along. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out the color here. Everything's going to be gray. Okay, see brightness, contrast, hue, saturation. Here we go. All right. Before I continue, I got something that's going on with my with the links here. So give me 1 second. All right. So pretty much, I gave her like a gray skin or grayscale color, and that's for a reason. I'll show you that in a minute. Now, what I want to do is this. I'm going to like take out a lot of the background here and just leave the face and the skin, the color. Debbie, what's going on? Susan and Andreas. Um, For those on Bigo, if you want to check out the video I'm doing on YouTube, go look up Ethereal Author or look up the Dark Ichalocha Terres name, and you should see me live there. And so what I'm gonna do is what I always like to do is this. Like if I know I'm gonna take away some areas here, I always give it a color overlay. I'm gonna turn it red. Then I'm going to drop the opacity so I can be able to see make sure I can see her right. Also, before I do that as well, go back here. Also, you want to turn on the outer glow because the outer glow will reveal missing spots um, in the in the frame. Matter of fact, let me do it this way. I'm gonna go make this. Matter of fact, I'll just make the color overlay blue. Since I picked the color yellow, go back to blue. All right. So I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff except for on her skin. As you can see, the gradient. Matter of fact, you can see the outer glow in yellow. I'm gonna just dial this down a bit, dial down the size a bit, spread maybe. In the range. And basically, I just want to take all that away. And sometimes you do have to get in. Matter of fact, I'm having a hard time looking at that. Let's turn that red, the glow, outer glow red. Okay, there we go. And this can take a little time to do. But if you're having fun at it, it might go as quick as possible. So just bear with me. I'm just going to take away the parts here that's in red, highlight in red, and I'm just basically want to get rid of all this stuff here. Except for I'm going to touch a little bit bases on her face, around the edges of her face, but I do not want to touch the face. And I'm going to also touch the bases here just a little bit, not too much. I'm going to go around the hand. I am going to touch the jewelry a little bit, but I do not want to touch the skin. I'm going to get all this stuff out of the way as possible, right? And also, you may have to go back and forth and change your brushes, just so you can, be precise about it. Actually, I just touched the skin just a little bit, so I'll go back and redo it. Also, don't forget to release. Like once you done enough with the eraser, you do want to release it from time to time. If you have to hit if you have to undo something, and that way when you undo it, you ain't gotta do a lot, because the fact is when you undo and you forget to release the erasure, forget to release the mouse, you're going to have to redo that spots all over again. It has happened to me a lot, plenty of times, But pretty much, I just want to go in here, clean this up, knock this out, and also with the background is gonna be quite interesting. I'll show you how I'm going to get rid of that as well. Well, not as far as like get rid of, but change the background, because I do want to make this more like a night session. All right, I'm going a little bit. Here we go. Next again, make sure you knock out these red spots here, because there's like some residue left behind. I mean, it really wouldn't show, but sometimes I just like to be thorough about it. That way I ain't gotta worry about it showing, bite me in the ass later, because like I said, I'll be working with multiple layers, and nothing like having multiple layers of something that you forgot to do, and you have to go within every layer to figure out. Well, first you got to figure out where the residue, or the mistake that you made is located, and then you got to go in each layer to figure out um, figure out which layer you want to manipulate to get that out the way. So here we go. Here we go. And also, just like I said, also just be careful too. Not to overdo it. I'm going between here as I zoom in. I always zoom in to like tight spots to be more effective. Um, matter of fact, I might be able to get away with it. I might just be able to get away with a lasso tool, and just go in there and clean up a little bit later. Sometimes, it's just best, and it's just a little quicker, quicker way of doing it, if you choose to do it that way. But the reason why I do erasure, because I use a soft edge tool to do so. Now, as you see, it has that sharp. And not only that, like with the edge tool here, with the edge tool, you can tell, like, that the softness of the edge right here. This is more like a harder edge, but this is like a softer edge, which allows you to go in and blend it in better. So yeah, matter of fact, I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna take a little. Like I said, I will go and take away for the jewelry and stuff like that, so it could pop out better. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so I believe I am done with that. I might go. I'm gonna go a little bit more in between here, which is fine. Go in between with a small brush. I am going to touch the jewelry a bit, because I am going to polish it up, in other ways. There you go. Let's go down here. Rena, what's up? All right. And basically, I'm just smoothing things out. Here we go. Here we go. And it's coming along nicely, you know. I'm gonna grab the edges here. Here we go. All right, let's see how it looks. Now I'm going to take off the effects, and you see how it looks. Now she has gray skin. Now, like I said, I will go in between, get the jury, going to get the jury so I can get the color in there. Um, and basically, like I like to leave the grayscale on to actually. I like to leave the grayscale on to actually see where how well I can blend it in with the color, because like sometimes like with the grayscale, like leave it on the grayscale, it helps out a bit to blend in the jury, the natural light of the jury and stuff. Okay, so that's not working out like the way I wanted. So what I'm gonna do is this. Let me go back, erase that. Something that, man, I'm just going here and just tapping it a little bit. Not doing too much like dragging, because just tapping it is enough. And sometimes like I might go past the edge of the jury, which is fine, because like I'm going to actually I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna turn on opacity just to blend it in, a little bit, right? Also, what I want to do is this as well. While I'm blending it in, I'm going to darken the gray face. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a duplicate because I don't want to. If I make a mistake, I always go back to it. And I'll just name this gray face BG. And what I'll do is here, I'll go to adjustments, and I'll go to levels. And what does levels allow me to do? Basically just it allows me to make things darker, and manipulate the picture a bit. As you see, this is what's going on right now. I made it darker, but she also still has a skin color. I'm gonna take that out, take that down a bit. You can see the skin color coming through. I'm gonna turn the opacity down here a little bit more, so it can go in a little bit, so it can come in a little bit more, right? Just made it a little bit darker, Let me get this out the way. No, I don't need that right now. Oh, also the character that I'm actually creating or reworking the photography. Her name is the character in the book is named Sansa Venganza. Not Sansa. Sansa. The name Venganza. Venganza. That's the name of the character. Um. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to get the lips, and pretty much getting the lips is it's just one of those things that is like I always make your lips darker. So I'm going to create the gray face, duplicate that, because I'm always going to work back onto the picture. And I'm going to cut this off and turn on the filters. And I'm just going to get the lips here, as you can see. And it's nothing too hard to do. Just want to just clean all that up. Get the big major spots out the way, so I can just focus on what I really want. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn the grayscale back up on here. Matter of fact, let me see if I can turn this up a little bit more. There you go. Oh no, messed up. All right, here we go. And make sure you stay on the right layer as well. Jose Cisnero, what's up? The cam. Here we go. You see that? Like I said, I'm just going in a little bit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna turn this off so I can see what's going on. And also, I'm gonna turn back the grayscale too. It allows me to see what areas I missed. I could have did it with the blue, but with this, I prefer to do it with the grayscale, so I can know where I'm hitting at on where I'm hitting at. And also, like this also a good technique. Say like you got to say that you got a picture. You want to change the lipstick and all that stuff. Or change the lip color. This will allow you to do so. Let me see. I'm gonna try to go a little bit more in. Matter of fact, actually, it's fine. It's fine. So I don't need that anymore. So there we go. We got the lips. Now the thing with the lip stuff like that, it's hard to see. And pretty much what I could probably do is this. I could probably lighten the lips up a little bit in adjustments, with the levels and just bring it up just a bit. Not too much, but not too much, just enough so you can see it. Now also what I may end up doing too is like I could try to find a way to like lighten this part up because the bottom lip looks a little dark. So what I probably would do is this. I'll probably just go ahead and duplicate the layer, and I'll say upper lip. Now, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's fine. I'm not really too stressed out about it because normally what I would do is I would probably I probably would just I'm already going to make it more of a cartoonist, so it wouldn't even matter. I don't know why I can't send people my hmm. But that's something I'll have to work out later. I'm gonna have to create a email list. But anyway, so pretty much like if I can't get the upper lip light enough, then that's fine. I'm not gonna stress out about it. Now here's one thing I could do. I could probably go to hue and saturation, turn up the lightness. You know, but the problem with the lightness is that as you see, like it kind of like I gotta get rid of all the white stuff around her lips. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of the bottom part. To fade it in a bit and make it look more natural. And like I said, if I can't do it properly, I would just probably just figure something out. Also, what I'm gonna do this. I can also blend in the hard lighting and see how it takes. Like I said, it's all about playing around with it. And also, I'm gonna drop. Also, I could drop this. I could drop this as well. Not too much. Just enough to just to sell it, right? Okay. Yeah, just to knock down some of the light and stuff like that. Don't want to do too much. And as you see, I'm just going up, set up. I'm going to this box here. I forgot what it's called. And I'm just basically just playing around with it. Like, with overlays and stuff like that. And pretty much it's a good way to play around with. Get the colors that you want. Um, let's do an overlay on this as well. I mean, it's still kind of dark, so you know what? I'm not gonna spend too much time on it. It's just one of those things I have to like go back in and really play with. So, but I did kind of like this part right here. So I'm gonna make this a convert to smart object. And of course, it turned back. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So next thing I want to do is this. I want to. This is my favorite part. Is playing around with the eyes, and I'm gonna show you why. So next thing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it. First of all, I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to duplicate this right here. Duplicate this layer, and I'll call this evil eye. Evil eyes, right? And I'm gonna push it up here, past the lips, and I'm gonna let's see, evil eyes. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, outer glow, and we do a color overlay again. See how that works out for us. Now I'm just gonna take the eyes out real quick. This is where things kind of get freaky out around here. Check this out. So our base is going to, just like the lips, I'm going to get rid of everything as possible except for the areas that I want to work around with, right? So I'm going to go in a little bit. Also, you know, I can show you how to make a tribal tattoo, like, you know, if I want to put like war paint on the face. Which I may do that. You see how that works out. Excuse me, I grabbed the wrong tool here. But yeah, you know, this kind of got me thinking, if I put war paint on the face, how would that work out? But you know, also this is also a good technique if you want to add like like eyeshadow makeup. You know, it's basically just like, you know. What you do is you just change the hue of the skin color to whatever you want, and just take away the area that you want to apply makeup on. And I'm going a little bit further because I always like to go in, and you know, I like to get close as possible to help me to be more accurate. You know, as you can see right here. Matter of fact, I'm going to take off the outer glow, so it can help me out a bit. This is I'm gonna do more to the eyes later, as far as with the iris, because the fact is, like, here we go. Okay, so here we go with the eyes, right? I'm gonna change it back. It look like she got gray eyes, right? But that's not. What I. That's what I don't care about, the gray eyes. Because right now, like I said, I'm gonna change it to a way. Right now, I'm just gonna play. You know, I'm gonna change it to a different color. But right now, I just want to try to get the eyes looking sharp as possible if I can. You know, because like I said, this picture, you know, the picture is kind of like very, very pixelated right now, or very grainy. So let's do this. I'm gonna show you a trick, right? I'm gonna turn off the eyes. You see it turn back, you know, the original color. I'm gonna make another layer, and I'm gonna name this scleras, black scleras. What is scleras? Scleras is the white substance around the iris of the eye. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it below the make sure I put it below the layer here. And I'm gonna go around her eyes. I'm gonna grab the black color, and I'm gonna zoom in as much as possible because I want to be accurate. And let me see. I also want to keep up with the feather brush here, like the soft round one. I'm bringing down the picks, and I'm just gonna go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring it down a little bit more. Let's see, that's the brush tool. Here we go. Here we go. This is kind of freaky, right? Now, like I said before, I will go back in, you know, once I see how the eyes look, you know, against the background, you know, it will. I guarantee it looks better. It will look better. Let's go to the other eye. Sansa, if you're watching this, I apologize. I'm making you look evil. You know, my friend, she's a sweetheart. You know, and here I come along corrupting people. corrupt her photo. All right, here we go. Here we go. Also, if I give her permission to post her website, she has a website that's up. She's also trying to trying to get more awareness with her craft. So as you see, she has no eyes, right? It's freaky, right? Let's fix that. I'm gonna turn on the evil eye layer. There you go. Now, remember I said I'm gonna go back in and fix everything because, um, and here's the reason why. With the eyes, because I still have a little residue around here, and it doesn't look natural. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to scrape all the edges, just scrape around the edges a little bit. I'm not trying to blind home girl here. Oh crap! Again, make sure you're on the right layer. And sometimes, I take more away from the eye than I'll take more away from the eye just to get in. For example, I'll show you an example. Right, I'll turn the outer glow. I may turn off the outer glow, and I'm gonna show you the reason why. The reason why, because I want the eyes to set in within the black substance here, or the black scleras. And the reason for that is because, I feel like it gives the eye more depth. You know. Also, I am going to try to add more, shine to it. But this is the reason why, I take more away from the eye than normally. You see how that's setting in, because I want it to look very, very convincing. So basically, I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna go inside the eye. I'm gonna take as much away as possible, not too much, because I don't want to ruin it. See how that look. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit more away the top, because you see it doesn't it doesn't set in like the other one right here. So I'm gonna take a little bit more away. Just so it looks very convincing, that's all. I think I messed up here. Nah, it's just fine. I can fix it. I'm kind of lost in concentration. So if I'm quiet, sometimes I get like that. I'm just trying to really focus, cleaning it up. All right, here we go. See how it looks like. I'm gonna zoom out real quick. See if it's getting there. I could take a little bit more at the top, not too much again, just a tad bit more. Let's see how it looks like. Okay. Yeah, see if I got a little bug around here. All right, I'm going to do that again. Like I said, this right now I'm in trial and error mode. And I am taking more away from the eye than intent. Not I do intend to take more away from the eye. I'm just taking more away than the natural eye, because the fact is, like I said, I want the black to fit within the. I want the eyes to fit in with the black. Now let's take off the effects. Before I do, as you can see, it's she's starting to look more believable. This otherworldly character, and that's what I want, And so I'm gonna take off the effects on the eyes, right? It's back to gray. Now, one thing I want to do is this: I'm going to duplicate the evil eyes because the fact is, like, um, um, the reason why, because, like, I really don't like messing with the original manipulated layer. So pretty much, I just like to just say, hey, I'm just gonna start, start over. I turned the opacity up a bit so you can see what's going on, but I do want the eyes to come out a bit more. So I'm going to turn up the levels a little bit, just so it can brighten up a bit, right? All right, you see that? Now here's the fun part. Now we most definitely will go to color balance. Now this is what I'm going to do. I go ham on the color balance to get the color I want. Some people say, hey, you shouldn't do. You should only turn up the color balance like maybe like no more than 10 or no less than 10. As far as like you stay within the 10 range on a positive and negative scale. Like you can go down on the 10 or you can go up on the 10. That's only if you're doing color correction. Right now we're doing art. And I'm doing personal art right now, so I'm gonna definitely want to go ham with that. So I'm gonna turn everything up to see what color I can get. As you can see, turns out with different colors and stuff like that. And this is what will give you your this is what will give you your this is what will give you your character, characteristics of the eyes and stuff like that. Now, say if you want to change the color of the eyes. I basically just turned the color up on the eyes just to just to see how it look, and I kind of like digging it, as you can see. She looks kind of very, getting very mid, evil. Um, So let's say if I want to make this a snow picture, right? Or make it more like a winter time, basically like if she's a being that can affect the weather, pretty much like in the book of the Dark Ichalocha Book Series, whatever magic that they're casting, her eye color turns to that element. Like for example, like ice would be like blue, dark magic like void magic would be purple, green, plants, with earth magic, green, you name it, pretty much like if she was to cast an element, it would be fire, the color of fire. Also, light magic. Now, if she was casting light magic, it'd be more like a golden color. This is more like a fiery amber. Well, that's not apparent. That's more like a golden color, but you get the drift. But so let's play around with the saturation, right? This is the only time we'll play the saturation because the eyes are what we call it. It's kind of set apart from the picture. You say it that way. So I get to play around with this all I want and to get the color. Change the color around. Just slide down the hue. Now I say I want to make this more like I want to make it more like a snow, like a winter picture. But it's not gonna be winter because the fact that there's stuff on the ground. As far as like there's no snow. But if I were to do a later picture, I would be able to manipulate that. So let's do something. I was gonna do a cold picture, a cold like a wintertime picture. But let's do something. Let's just change our eye color back to purple. Okay, there we go. Change it back to that color there. Now what I'm gonna do is this. I want to try to do an inner glow, an inner shadow to give it more depth. And it may not work out, which is fine. If not, let me see, distance. First, make sure preview. Okay, make sure preview's turned on. And the shadow. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. That's fine. Oh, I'll tell you the reason why. I don't have the freaking effects turned on. Make sure that's turned on. Okay, so that's the reason why I wasn't showing. Okay, let's let's do this. Let me click back on here. Okay, so pretty much I'm gonna turn off every other thing. I'm gonna turn off the color overlay, and let's see if inner shadow works for us. Okay, yep. Bring down the size. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I kind of like it, you know. Hmm. You see something. Also, like I said, this. Oh, that's freaky. I like that. Let me see which one. That's here. Like I said, just play around with stuff. You know, don't be afraid to play around with it. Hmm. I really wouldn't mess with this if you're not advanced. You know, I really don't mess with it because to me it's a headache. I know I kind of like that. I'm going to change this to a different color, like maybe like a dark purple, so I won't lose too much of the purpleness. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at it. Okay, now what the eye is missing is some shine to it, like like a light reflection. So let's try to create that real quick. All right. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna play it real cool. I'm gonna go deep into the eyes again. I just want to add just some stuff. Also, I'm gonna do is this. I want to erase some of the eye part of it because I see a little purple coming here too. So before I do that, let's see how that reacts to me erasing some part of the eye. Cause it could change as you see what it's doing here. Go in and take some of that stuff out. Now, once I turn into more of a cartoon, you're not really gonna notice that. And also, let's do this. All right, let's get this eye shine going on here. Matter of fact, before I continue, see how many viewers I have so far. Doesn't matter. Okay, so pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here, and I got the small tool here, and I'm gonna go zoom right in. Now what I'll do is I want to change the brush, you know, the shape of the brush a bit, so it can reflect that, reflect the eye a little bit. I'm gonna bring it out just a tad bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the iris before. I'm gonna take some of this out. And I'm gonna bring down the opacity because I don't want it that bright. I just want a little bit in there. I want to bring it down some more. All right. Now, is she done? No, she's not. So next thing I want to do is this. Like, I'm going to um, work on her hair. And pretty much the reason why I want the hair to stand out from the her outfit here. And normally I do a like a purplish color hair and just blend it in. So let's do that right now. So I want to go back to the base layer, duplicate the base layer, and I'm going to change it to purple hair. And I'm going to do the same thing what I did with what I was doing on the face before. And why am I giving her purple hair? The reason why I give her purple hair is because the fact that her race, you know, her race pretty much like when her hair shimmers in light, it gives off a sparkling effect. And it's like a purplish sparkling effect. So that's the reason why I'm turning her hair purple. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to first of all I'm going to kill the color so I can get so I can get a true actual color right here. When I push up the color balance. So I'm gonna knock out the color. Don't want no don't mer- hold on a minute, I messed up. Go make sure you go to hue and saturation, and you go to saturation. You kill the color, like take it all the way down, right? And then what you want to do is this, like I will dial up the go to color balance and dial up the colors I need to turn her hair purple. It's just one of those things you just have to play around with. Here we go, almost there. Also, I'm gonna do the same thing with the highlights. You know. Also, I'm gonna do the same with the shadows. I know it almost look kind of fake, but just bear with me here. And then once I get done with that, I'm just gonna take away. This is gonna look cool as I take stuff away because you're gonna see. Well, my opinion, I think is gonna look cool once you see what will happen. Uh, ain't that cool? Actually, I'm going to try to fan out the if I'm just let me restart that. I really like what's going on. And you be like, oh my god, here's too purple. Trust me, I'm going to make it work. And remember, this is also called fantasy art. So pretty much like and also as I said before, I'm going to make this more of a cartoonish effect. So don't fret over that. Again, remember I said make sure you release once you do a good area. You don't want to have to do everything all over again. We're gonna take off all this purple hair around her face. It's okay if you touch the hair a little bit because that's gonna blend in. Because here's the plan. I'm going to do her hair and I'm going to turn down the opacity enough just for the hair to come through. You can even touch up on the edges just a little bit, not too much. The thing is like we want it. Matter of fact, let's do it right now so you can see what I'm talking about. See, once you go all the way in, the hair's already blended in. I just turned it down so I can see how accurate I'm coming to with the hair. I'm just checking stuff out. You know, I'm basically just trying to get as close as possible. You know, make sure everything. It can. It make sure it just looks convincing. Especially like turning actual pictures into artwork. I'll turn this back up because I want to make sure I'm getting the color around here. But pretty much like I'm basically going to turn this into like a cartoon, or more like a more like a what they call it. Well, it's not anime. It's going to be more like a cartoon style. So, excuse me, I'm kind of fumbling on my words here. And I just want to make sure I get every part. I'm gonna turn on the, I'm gonna turn on the outer glow. See, I should have turned it on before, but I kind of missed some areas, so I'm gonna turn it up. And let me see, that should be fine. Hold on a minute. Yeah, so I missed a great deal here, so I'm gonna go back over here and make sure all this is out the way because you never know. Again, don't be foolish like me. Make sure you release the mouse clicker, because the fact is, like, if you don't do that and you did all this work, you have to go all the way back over and do it again. Okay, I'm trying outer glow. I'm not really worried about the strands here because the strands gonna fade in there anyway. All right, we'll go in a little bit to get her. I want to get this right here, clean that up, and clean up between her thumb. I want to go in just to make sure everything's cool in here. I wish I could play y'all some music, but Hey, Sarah Madison, what's going on? Dwayne, what's going on? Everybody that joined in, I do apologize for not being too conversational here. I am on YouTube right now, live doing a live video of digital art, and pretty much I'm doing my female character, Venganza from my book series, the Dark Ichalocha Terres name. I do encourage you to go check out the live. I do encourage you to go buy the audio book. Well, not audio book, excuse me. Go buy the Kindle version. Audio books are not available. Hopefully, in the future, I will have some, for you to download. But right now, I don't. But please go check out the video, check out the YouTube, and tell me give me a comment, if you want to see, if you want more of these videos. And also, we'll be doing more videos when I go live, when I go walking. Oh, well, actually, when I take my nature trail hikes. Okay, let's get in between here. I want to get in here first because it's kind of tight in here, but it's fine. You can still get rid of that part here. It's not really gonna be noticeable once you get rid of it. As far as if you go outside the lines a little bit, that's fine. Because here's the thing about it: unless your eye is really trained, unless a person's eye is really trained to pick up the mistakes within the hair, they're not really gonna find it, especially if it's especially if you well blended in there. See, like for example, I'm quite sure that somebody would be able to see this outer part here, because the fact that if they don't have a trained eye. Going to art school, for it has really made me aware of you see all this stuff here, background, even right here, you turn it on, you see all the red stuff here. Matter of fact, that's what I was telling you. Make sure you have that the outer glow turned on so you can take care of all the other stuff. Yeah. So here you go. But but it really wouldn't matter, But me, like I said before, I try to be more of a neat freak when it comes to this stuff, and try to make sure things come together, properly, Make sure I go back up in here, clean this up. Just basically try to get as much out of it, out the way as possible. With trying to get it looking crisp and everything. All right, and I am gonna go back in here a little bit. Kind of left some spots over here. If you want to come back in its circumference. All right, let's get rid of the colors in here within the jury. Just want to come around here, clean that up. Here we go. Again, I do apologize for being quiet. It's just that I got my game mind in. But I'll tell you, this gonna pop when I get ready to do the real work. This is only just the beginning of the whole thing. All right, let me see how it looks now. I don't want to go overboard, but I just want to check it out, see what it looks like without the effects. All right, looking good, looking good. Now let's turn down the opacity. Just get it in just blend it. Get the blend in just a little bit more. There you go. Easy peasy, right? I'm just gonna go in here and hit this a little bit more. Matter of fact, also what you can do is this, like to help blend it in better. You can go in here into this box, and play around with it. Also, before you do, make sure you go in here and turn up the color. Keep the opacity at 100 if you decide to mess with it, because sometimes it can play tricks on you if you don't have it on its true opacity value. That's interesting. I don't know what y'all think about that color. I might even. I don't know. That's popping. I like that. As you see, she's already looking like a cartoon character. All right. Let's do this. All right. Looks kind of good, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert all the work I did here into a smart layer. Except for I'm going to leave the eyes pretty much separate, and that's for a reason. I'm going to combine the black scaleras, because I want that part of it. But the irises I want to keep to itself, because sometimes like when you flatten the iris, it kind of takes away from things. So let me also keep the eye reflection as well, but I'm going to flatten everything else, right? And don't be afraid we convert to smart object, because you always go within that layer and make changes. And I'm going to push it down a bit, bring back the shine. And as you can see here, we made changes. Let's look at the difference, right? Let me see. Let's look at the source, right? So we got the manipulated picture, and we got the original. Let's start with the eye shine and stuff. Let's turn everything off here. This is what the original picture looks like, and this is what every other picture looks like right now with everything turned on. Deep, huh? All right, so here's the thing about it. Now, I most definitely want this to look like it's nighttime, so I'm going to do it this way. You know, with the source picture down here, I'm going to make two duplicates of that. And this will be one, and this will be two, right? Now, here's the deal. When I do something like this, I'm gonna first of all I'm going to put this on top, and I'm going to take away again like I did before. But before I do, I want to turn this background here to a different shade of color. See if I'm doing this background here, and I'm gonna try to do something called I'm gonna try to blend that in. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna go to matter of fact, I'm getting ahead of myself. Excuse me, but actually I'm not. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to first of all turn down the adjustment the levels here, so I get the background popping a good color. Now I'm not too worried about the female character here. I just want to turn it down a bit, and I'm going to go to adjustment levels. Well, actually, I'm gonna strip it of its color first, like I did other stuff like that. And I do this every time. Like if I need something a solid color, first of all, let me see. I do believe I'm going to saturation here. Excuse me. Get that out the way. Then I'm going to adjust it to a color, like maybe a nighttime color. Darken everything here. Alright. It's kind of strange right now, I know. But I'm going to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all this out like I did before. I'm not really worried. Oh shoot! So that's why I'm saying, do not hold when you do a good deal. Do not hold down the button. I just want to get most of it. I can't touch out here yet because the fact is, like, unless I really go into details in that spot, it will ruin the matte. Let's do that again because I did run the mat over here. All right. She still doesn't look cartoonish yet, which is fine. As a matter of fact, we can do that right now if you want to look cartoonish. Watch this. So this is what I'm going to do. Pretty much now that I got everything separated. Now I do want the background. I do want the background color here to be darker. First of all, what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to do adjustment layer. Well, actually, I'm gonna do. Let me duplicate this real quick. Duplicate layer right here. Bam, bam. Layer duplicated, right? And I still want to make sure that I want to get rid of some of this color here. Don't want to do too much. I do want to do just enough to keep her recognized, right? So pretty much like I'm going closer to here, to the side. There you go. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to first of all, I'm going to make this pretty much I'm gonna add a filter color here to the first source, like background. I don't want to do it. Let's go to filter. Let's go to filter gallery. And here in the filter gallery, I pretty much want to do this. I'm not really worried about the missing part here. That's all planned, but I'm more worried about the blue part here. So I could do things. I could do a fresco. I could do a cutout. which cutout is the best option right now. We do a cutout, um, and here's the reason why. Because pretty much cutouts pretty much gives that cartoonish effect. Also, what you can do as well as also you can add an oil effect, which I will be doing as well if you want to look like an oil painting. So I'm gonna do that right there. Click OK. As you see, it changed. And with the other layer here, actually gonna duplicate this layer again because that's where I'm gonna get my oil effect at. Um, Here I'm going to do an oil effect here. Excuse me, I kind of messed it up. So I'm gonna do an oil effect here. Go back to filters, and you want to go to stylize. Now, hopefully, I've been having problems with the oil paint feature here because some reason it kind of distorts the picture. Hopefully, it doesn't do that now. I hope they fixed it. But as you can see, it gives this oil effect and everything like that. I want to increase. I do want to increase the cleanliness. Is good. Let me take down the cleanliness because I do want it to look very like painted like so. Turn down the scale. I'm gonna turn it back up because, like I said, pretty much I'm gonna play around with it because I want to play around with it because the fact is that it's like sometimes you gotta play around with things just to get a certain effect to it. Okay, that's fine. It looks kind of blurry stylization. Let's add some shine to it. And for what angle? I want to do it from this angle here. Sometimes you really can't tell, but that's fine. As you see, now let's take away. Now let's blend the background together, right? See, I have a little distortion right here, as I was saying before. Don't know why that happens, but it distorts the picture. So I may have to just give up on the oil filter. I'm gonna try it again. Or painting. Okay, seems like it's doing pretty good. Yep, it screwed it up again. Shit. Okay. Okay, so what? No, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just give it as oil painting because, like I said, it's distorted picture. I really can't do nothing with it. Maybe I'm gonna contact Adobe about that. Like, why does that? So I'm not gonna make any touches with the sliders here. I'm just gonna click OK. See how that works out. Boom, boom, boom. Everything looks good. Now I do have a little blue going on here. I'm gonna erase some of that real quick. Because I don't, like I said before, this is one of the things that I say, make sure if you do this type of layering, make sure that, you get everything out the way with the, you get everything out the way as far as, like, making, like, clean up around the edge and stuff like that. Okay, so pretty much let me do this. I'm going to go back here, turn on oil painting, and I'm going to take away the opacity so I can give it a more of a feel, right? There we go. Now it doesn't look real right now. That's fine, and I'm going to fix that later as well. Because I just recently just thought about something I should have did first, but that's fine. I'm going to turn this on, and this is one of the layers is going to probably be the most important. Is adding more texture with more like texture with the lines and stuff like that. And what I do is this: I'm gonna do filter gallery. This is probably my last filter gallery for this. And what I'm gonna do is this: I'm going to add what they call it, poster edge. Poster edge is like is the one that's gonna give its cartoon effect. And I like to give more details possible without actually ruining the picture. As far as like, there's so many things that you can do that can mess up the picture, but also there's things that you can do that will improve the picture. Now, I'm gonna say this, there's no right way of doing things like this because like it's totally up to you how you want to present your pictures and stuff, and maybe you want that. Maybe you want that in your picture to Maybe you want that extra darkness or extra, the extraness in your picture. You put it that way. Okay, so let me do this. Now this is where I say I really messed up here because pretty much like I wanted to leave some of the color in here. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to redo this again. I'm going to duplicate it. Click OK, and I'm just going to do. Matter of fact, I could just probably just. Um, let's see. I might be able to do it quicker. I could just go here and go here and click cut. Now I missed a spot, so I'm gonna go back and clean it up. But cut. It doesn't look natural, but so this is where I gotta go in and clean it up, right? Right now I don't mind the way it looks because the fact is I'm not on a time constraint. It's just one of those things. I just like doing art. It's just my thing. I'm gonna go. Excuse me. Let me cut this off real quick. The layer, but I'm gonna go back in here and get these small parts here. Just clean up in here a little bit. I don't know where it, but All right. So I'm gonna darken this picture here so much. I might add maybe like a brownish orange or a brownish hue to balance out the blue in the picture here. So let me do this. Let me go here to. I'm trying to think. Let's go to color balance first. Let me see if I can because I want more green in the picture. Excuse me. I want more green in this picture. It's going to be important. More green and brown. Okay, so I'm going to turn this up here. More green, please. Let's do highlights to green. But not too much highlight. Let's do shadow to one. Alright. Okay, so let me do this. Let me hit the levels here. Because I do want it to knock out some of I just want it a little sharpened a bit. Alright. Let's take that away, see what it gives. Mm. Okay, so here's another thing too. I'm going to add another a matte layer too as well, and like a blue matte. And what does blue matte does? Blue matte will pretty much will play out will play out and make everything look like it's, how can I put it? It would give it more of an effect that is like that's the actual way the background will blend in with the character. I don't want to do too much here as far as because I don't want to lose the character in the picture, but I'm going to fix that regardless. Oh no, evil eyes. So this has to go up here. And like I said, don't be afraid to mess up, man. You're going to make mistakes. I believe that's what I'm looking for. I think. Before I do, let me play around with some more. I'm gonna go repeat the process, go around here, take the color out. I know there's probably an easier way. Oh, I seem like I haven't learned my own lesson, letting go. If you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. Share the video. And if you want to do donations, I do have a cash up. I will be setting up because not only I gotta pay my model, so and pay bills and pay for equipment, and this it helps me to pretty much donations help a lot. Yeah, I become one of those YouTubers that beg for money. That begs for money. I'm broke. I'm temporarily broke. Yeah, if you can if I get a million people to donate $1, that'll work. All right, I'm gonna turn on the I'm gonna turn on the auto glow real quick so I can see. And meanwhile, let's do some talking while I'm doing this. So pretty much like lately I've been surfing to YouTube and stuff like that. I done a lot of surfing on Kindle, not Kindle. What I'm talking about on TikTok, and a lot of stuff that I see on TikTok. I kind of like remember stories and so forth, and pretty much like this one story that popped up is about how this how this one singer stole this girl's music and passed it off as his. I think she's famous now. She got a song out called Jericho. And one thing I really hate about that whole situation is like people. I really hate thieves, especially I hate these content as far as like you steal other people's content just to and pass it off as your own and you don't give credit to the source. That really kind of irks the hell out of me. It just shows how fake the person is, and they don't have their own style. So, um, and I really think that people should be held accountable for stealing other people's artwork. But anyway, just making conversation here. Okay, let's duplicate. Let's make her a cartoon. This is what we all been waiting for. Okay, I'm gonna make three duplicate layers of Venganza. I'm only gonna work with. I'm gonna say this part here. This is like the original converted layer, and I'm going to This is what I'm going to do. On turn on. Let me create one more because this is important. Matter of fact, I'm gonna. Matter of fact, this will be my base. So if I need to create more, that's fine. So this is what's going to happen here. I'm going to turn to a cartoon. Like I did with the background, I'm going to do with the I'm going to do with her. So one thing I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go to the first. I'm going to turn off all the layers here except for the source for the color overlay. Excuse me. I'm going to turn off all that shit here, and I'm going to leave with. I'm going to start with this right here, and I'll call this base. Well, not base, but I'm just gonna leave it as that. I'm not really worried about the name right now. So I'm going to do this. I'm gonna go to filters, go to filter gallery, and one thing I want to do is this. Like I'm not really worried about. This is what she actually looks like without the intended stuff, but I would like to go to cutout. Cutout is I mean, there's other things you could do if you discover other techniques to how you want to do things, but I really like cutout because cutout kind of gives that depth of perception. You know, when I'm making, it kind of gives off these like these sharp, these sharp layers and stuff like that. And I try to go get close as possible. I'm not. Sometimes it's okay. It's okay to lose the figure in its base part because it's not permanent. But I like to lose this part here. Like try to get it more. Try to get it more natural. Well, more the ways I can blend it. Now you be like say, oh my god, like you lost it. Well, I really didn't lose it because here's the thing about it. Turn this on, and this is what I can do with this. I can do two things. Well, the next thing, the one thing I can do is I can turn down the layers, right? You know, which will give it more of like a feel. Give it this more of like an illustration feel to it, more like a painting feel. But that's why I don't want to do that yet. So I'm going to make this. I'm going to go back into filters. Let me slow down, getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go back to filter gallery, and this time I'm going to choose posterization. You know, and the reason why posterization because like I said, it does kind of give more of the details. With black lines and stuff like that, which kind of brings out the other layer style. All depends on how you want to work it. Sometimes I try not to go too far because I really don't want all the specks in the face right here. You know, like the black. But sometimes if I can't get it out there, sometimes I just say, you know what, um, it's basically about choosing your evils, right? When it comes to painting or choosing the way where you want to go. So it looks like this is close enough where I want it to be. I might try to go in a little bit more. But there's many things that you can do to make it pop out. You can also add watercolor. Like I said, depends on what type of style you're going for. You know, and also I want her to stand out a little bit more. Like pretty much like now she's kind of like blending into the background, which is a bad thing. I don't want her to blend into the background, which I'm going to fix that. Um, because because now I'm kind of like losing I'm losing the background a bit. So this is where I may come in, just like try to change stuff around. Make sure she doesn't go too far in the background. Also, I could add lighting, give her a halo effect. But I'm gonna prevent her from going into the background because, like I said, I don't want her to appear too dark. And I'm gonna show you a technique how to do that. This goes hand in hand where this will go hand in hand like with the giving light effects to the character. So I'm gonna show you that so I can make her pop out a little bit more. But she is at night, so we're gonna I want to fix that. Matter of fact, this is what I may end up doing. I may have to go back to the mat and just take a little bit more away from the edges. Not too much, and also just make sure I don't take too much away. But just go in here and just clean up a little bit. Okay, give me one. It's all about not being scared. Like I said before, like if you mess up, you feel like you have to start over. Start over. Sometimes you have to start over just to get what you need. But I am gonna make her pop out a little bit more. Just bear with me. So one thing I want to do is this. This is something I have never done yet, but I'm going to experiment with another layer. You know, pretty much here. And also when I do an experiment, I'm gonna move a couple of layers around, see if I can get something going on here. Me and Mr. B, Arian, what's up? Again, make sure you choose your right layer. Let me see. Then this is the layer I want. Event counts of 3. Let me see what's going on here. Filter gallery. Yep. So let's see if we can choose another layer that will make it pop out a little bit more. Um, and sometimes, like some you may find something, you may not find anything, which is fine. But like I said, there are other techniques that you can do. Right now, I'm just going through a list of hmm, king outline to make it. See if I can what I can do with it. That's more like a glass effect. Don't want that or icy effect. Let's go back with these. What's the spray? My bad. Okay. Let's see. It's a spray. Let's go with ink because ink seemed like it was giving a good one. Let's take out the dark intensity of it a bit because it's already dark. And see, I kind of like the strokes in the background here. You know. Now, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, nope, it doesn't work for me. So we're going to end that there. And so let's make her stand out, right? So pretty much we have lost most of the majority of her in the background. Now, we can do two things. We can change the color of the mat and make her stand out more. Also, we can change the color of the mat here, bring it down a bit. But, I still missing some edges here, plus like, it doesn't look like she's at night. So we can do a couple of things. Also, since we got colored layers, we can also make the background black, give it a black matte as well. Let's do that right now. See how it looks. Not bad. But the problem is like the fact is like it's kind of too dark. So let's see what happens. I got one opacity here. What's one opacity here for? Hmm. Now she's starting to stand out a little bit more since I adjusted. The back seems like it's working. It's kind of sticking out more. Um, I do want to try to blend in the background. I'm losing kind of lines here. So, like I said before, it's sometimes a trial and error. Sometimes you got to go in and do adjustments. You know, yeah, she's still like and yeah, she's still like she's being lost in the background. But like I said, I'm about to fix all that in a minute. And also, it's based like you want to try to create depth, depth within the picture. So, hmm. So what I can do is this, like um, I should have cut her out, but I didn't want to do all that. But what I can do now is like I can brighten up the background. As far as like give it like shines in the background or something like that. Um, Here's another thing I can do too. Um, First of all, let's do this. Let's give her some shine, right? So let's make her look like she has this like aura around her. So one thing I'm gonna do is this. I am going to make another layer, right? And then I'm going to give it. I'm gonna give her like a blue light, a blue light. Or how about yellow? Yellow moonlight is fine. And I'm going to paint the picture yellow. Oh my gosh, she's gone. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a matte. Where's the matte at? That's not the matte. Yeah, this little icon here is the matte, right? So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm not too upset about what's going on right now because, like I said, I can fix it. And a lot of people are like, man, what were you doing? You know what the fuck you doing? Let me put it this way: when I do art, I never know what I'm doing. I let the spirit talk. The spirit, the artist, the spirit of the artist talk with me. So, you know, so of course I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Hmm. Matter of fact, before I do anything else, and this is why I tell you how I'm gonna fix things too as well. So you said say like I want to highlight the outline, give our outline right here, which I kind of lost. Um, Doing this, like I said before, this is when it comes to like knowing your light sources or establishing light sources, and this is going to be one of the ways I'm going to establish this light source. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give her a turn on. I want to give her a shine, a light source around the edge right here. Is it a one? Oh, you know what? I didn't have a what's name. Um, I'm going to establish a light source around the edge of her body here. Now, pretty much, it's kind of hard to tell where the light source is coming from because, like sometimes you just want to create that light source, whatever. Let's see how this works out. You know, pretty much you want to try to create that create that in there. So and pretty much like I said, I'm not really worried about how it looks right now. Again, because I can always establish something. Just make it bigger. Right here you go. I know I kind of got like two sources of light. I can always change that yellow. I'll just basically play around with what type of light that I want at this moment. Let's do some jewelry. Do some jewelry shine. All right, let's change the light, the background. Matter of fact, I might redo the background. Give me 1 second. Get rid of this background light because I want to have lights like shining above from above her or around her. So all right, and I already got like a lot of blue. So let's do a yellow. A yellow might do it. Oh, how about a green? Hell, this is a fantasy. Let's do some green. Yeah, let's do a light green. Fuck, forget it. This is a fantasy story, people. Or purple. How about that? Purplish light. No, that's not one. That's not gonna work. Let's try that one. And let me see if I can reverse it. Would be better. Give it a reverse effect. You see those spots on here? Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. Go where we just establish a light source here. No big deal. And okay, here we go. Now this kind of looks weird. This kind of weird. The lighting looks kind of okay. No, no, it don't. Now here's the thing about it. Like if it was me, it kind of looks a little bit washed out a bit. That's fine. I'm going to duplicate this just in case I mess up, because I do want her to be more crisp looking as far as with the color scheme and how it pops out. So I'm going to do this. Take that out. And I'm going to go around and hit the highlights of the picture by taking away some things, which is fine. How you doing, Rose? How's everything going? You can catch me live on YouTube right now. Okay, that's not working out for me. Let me see. I might just change the color altogether, but we'll see. And I'm just doing a light takeaway. Take away some light here. Okay, that doesn't. Don't know. I'm kind of confused what I want to do. Matter of fact, let me just get rid of that. I don't know. I mean, it looks kind of crisp the way it is. I'm just trying to get it more. Let me try something different. If it doesn't work out, then you know what? That means I'm overthinking it. And I'll probably just end the video from where it's at. But hmm. Yeah. I'm probably overthinking things, but you know what? I do kind of like this effect here, except for the burn part. I'm going to change that color to that, change the background to that color because I do like the purple, whatever that color was. So I'm going to try to duplicate that color to that. It's more more of that like that color, yeah. All right, all right. Yeah, like I said, sometimes I overthink things, but I'm just trying to get her to pop out a little bit more. This does have like a dream effect. But anyway, I'm gonna. Do I want to call it now? Because I think I could do more. But in the meantime, matter of fact, I'm gonna call it right now. Before I do, let me do something real quick. I do want to add some dark, some I do want to add some more darkness over here. Around the face there. Just do a takeaway. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do another layer. Let's get rid of this one because this is garbage layer. Let's do another layer. And I'm gonna do a maybe like a brown, like a gray, like a dark brownish color. You see how that works out. So matter of fact, let me do this. Let me go to here and let's do a let me go to red. So I can get that brown in. Do a fade out right there. And there you go. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about like, what it looks like right now. Because right now I'm just experimenting. Alright, now we'll do a takeaway. Just trying to make it pop a little bit more. Here we go. Here we go. You still can use a little bit more dark color, dark tone. Brown here. And basically right now I'm just painting in some things. Just getting her to stand out just a little bit more. I'm trying to make her clothes a little darker as well. All right, let's try to get her outfit a little darker as well. So just so I can get her to stand out a little bit more. Give a comment if you like the artwork. Just give a comment. Let me know what you think. Actually, that does not work. So anyway, I'm kind of like somewhat satisfied. Pretty much. I've done some changes. I might be able to do some more later. Mess around with the picture a little bit more later, but try to make a give more like. Matter of fact, let's do the highlights right now, because I do believe that's going to be important for it to pop out a little bit more, like add more like dark highlights in here. Uh, you know, but let's do that right now. I don't really care. I ain't got nothing to do all day. I'm going to just add some more like purple highlights in the hair. Just make it pop out just a little bit more. I need to go darker. And we'll add a little plum color to it. And remember, it's up to you how you want to do things. I'm gonna leave this as is. But I want to end the stream here. But I do thank you for joining me in this live stream. I'm gonna save it. My day's doing well. What we're doing live stream, Miss Rose. I want to save it as uh, Venganza YouTube art and save. So just to show you the difference between what I did now and the original picture, check this out. I'm gonna turn off all the filters here, and you're gonna see how it looks without all the stuff that I added today. Pretty cool, huh? That is the original picture to what I have done today. All right, YouTube. Thank you so much for coming in. It's a great pleasure. Keep a lookout for more of these videos. And I do thank you for joining me in. Thank you, Bigo. Just let me know. I don't need a DJ right now, DJ Jeff, but hopefully we can work on something later on to network. Most definitely, I'm looking to network with people. You can visit me. I'm pretty much streaming right now on Bigo and YouTube. So, yeah, a DJ. I'm most definitely going to need some type of indie artist. That's not licensed. So, but anyway, I'm gonna end the YouTube. Thank you so much. Joining in. Later, I will come up with another video later. As far as like the milestones to the Dark Ichalocha Terres Day, I want to show you a few things once I get my other book in. I want to show you what's been going on with the series. Let you know what's going on with the language system within the book. I'm still working on that. I'm like 98% done with the creating the text. So I'll let you know what's going on with that so far. Again, take care and peace. Thank you for joining me in.